Hello there everyone, this is Iron Mark 3 and welcome back to the Tobosh Tangle on Factorio. Should be a rather special video today, considering, well, I think I'm about to achieve one of my long-term goals, for once. This video should see the introduction of robots. Well, not logistics bots, those are still a ways off, but construction robots. I've got everything rigged up here to make the brains, and I've also routed a steel line up from my steel smelting plants to actually produce the other required components. So yes, that's 2 out of the 3 components required, so it should hopefully be enough to be done today. And I've rerouted the wrong bloody thing. Hang on. What I want to reroute is actually that one, not these transistors. Sorry, I'm trying to streamline this thing a little bit because I was looking at how it was loading some things just before I started, and it actually requires the bulk of its parts as basic electronic components, which are these things, so I want those to have a line of their own because one side of a red is just not enough, and now it seems I've gummed up the entire flicking plant. Oh well, just have to purge these lines and carry some more stuff, that's all. Not too bad, really. Okay, now the question is, where the heck are they? What have I done? Oh, it's just everything loading up, yeah. It's because everything requires so many of them, they actually struggle with the supply feeds. So, yeah. It might actually be the entire line that's not fast enough to supply something like this. The bottom ones are going to struggle, but yeah, I can work on that later. Right now, I have got Robo Brains. Hooray! Well, more specifically, Construction Bot Robo Brains. So, next part. Let's freaking find it. Here we go. Construction Robot Tools, Mark 1. Wheelie steel and steel gear wheels. Pretty simple, that. All it needs is steel, I think. Yeah, it's just flat out steel plates and then plus steel, and it goes straight into... yeah. So a simple factory chain should be able to do this one, no problem. It's going to be... hang on. Yeah, it's a dual factory setup because both sides need steel. So it's going to be 4, 5, 6. Yep, one there. 1, 1, 1. Like that. Or should I just... no, I shouldn't double it over. Anyway. One side of these is going to make for me the steel gear wheels. Like so. Yep. And the other side... I've done this backwards. As usual. Hang on. A steel gear wheel takes 0.5, okay, and what does... takes 1. Okay, so they are actually matched in terms of outright production speed. Okay. So yeah, I am doing this right. I'm doing this right to double it over, so that's fine. Okay. But this is going to be a case of using long-handled inserters to get the gears from the gear factory straight into the tool factory. Like so. And then it's going to be a case of fast inserters loading both directions just using a plain old steel supply. I'm going to need some more tunnels. Of course I am. I always need more. At least I've got plenty of stuff on me, so that's alright. Should that be... Yeah, that should see it through, clear through. Yep. So, and there's one there just to round it off. Okay. And then that should be all it needs. Except for the supply of steel itself and the supply of power. Oh, and of course unloading. But that comes off this side here. So that'll be where the tools will come out. Yeah, that'll do it. That should do the trick, no problem. Yeah, I would run out of poles, wouldn't I? Let's just pop one here, and pop one here, and then plug it all in. And off it goes. Producing the tools. Right, okay, third component. Final component is going to be the tricky one, and that is going to be the frames. Here we go. Which is steel, batteries, basic circuit boards, sorry, basic electronic boards, and plateau steel plates. Now then, what I need right now is the battery line to come up. Sorry, not the battery line, the frame for electric engines. You saw that factory going together like 3 videos, I think it was now. So that thing is already fully functional. With the exception of the fact it's not actually connected to where I want it where it wanted to be. I need more tunnels again. Yep. So I'm just going to quickly run a line down there to grab the engines out. I'm already making all the batteries I require. I'm already making all the steel I require as well. So no problems going on there. Come with me, my engines. I have work for you. Yep, here they come. Slow but steady. Now then, I just need to get past this part, which is actually going to be quite easy. There we go. I'll just move the tunnel for the steel down a bit. Straight under there. Okay, that's an engine supply heading straight up to where it's needed. I've already got the steel supply up there, thanks to having tool production going on. Next up is the battery supply, which is again relatively nearby. So I can just put this into here. Oh, that's something I've not done. Very quickly put down a chest and a loader. I have not built up a stockpile of batteries. 1,000 batteries should be fine, so I'll just let it do that. Let's get this. Oops. Don't mean to keep fouling up the lines, but I keep doing it anyway. So here we go. Battery line. Roll this way. One line for batteries, and this is where the engine line's coming through. Yep, engines have already arrived. Okay, that's 3 parts sorted. The last part is going to actually be the problem child, because that is actually the basic electronic components thing, and that's because my production chain for those is, I think, actually not sufficient for this support. To support this kind of endeavour, at least long term. I really do need to upgrade it, and I've got to pull it through a tangled area as well. So, let's go ahead and split it off right here. Because I think that's what I need to do. This factory will be so much better off when I finally get around to untangling it all. Which is just going to be such a headache. Right. Straight under there. Straight underneath that. Okay. Just running straight through. I'm honestly not caring about layouts, am I? It's like, oh yeah, let's just... We need it to go this way, so let's just drop in another line. I think this harkens back to what I was talking about a little while ago, about how some people like the factories in this game to be organic in how they come together. I'm not so sure I am one of those people, but, you know. Oh, I would run out of lines now, wouldn't I? Yeah. Yeah, quick trip south. I don't like it's organic. Not especially. But I know where everything is in it. and that's one of the benefits of an organic type factory. You built it, you put it together cog by cog, line by line, so you know what's where, supposedly. Is that enough? I actually need to restock my inserters as well, I think. Oh, sniper turret Mark III, thank you. Might as well get advanced material processing for electric furnaces, sure. I'm also carrying those pumps and things that I built but never needed, so I'll just quickly dump some stuff into chests. Put that. Keep the furnace, I'll probably need that at some point. I don't need all that ore. Anything else I don't need? Anything else I don't need? Gates will probably be useful at some point. Don't want the small pole. Yeah, that's it. I'll just swing by in the inserter stacks and grab some more of those as well. Probably a good idea to do that. Still carrying tons of everything else, so yes. These guys aren't producing? Why aren't you guys producing? Oh, you don't have any... Wait, what? Don't have any What? Why have they grabbed basic boards when they're going into a cog factory? Why is that jammed up? I have no idea. Huh. Well, that's a bit of an odd thing. Shouldn't have done that. But oh well. That means the rest of these lines might have suffered a little bit. Fine for reds. How am I for blues? Fine for blues somehow. Okay, blues backup stock. Right. Produce those. Yep, okay. Fully loaded on inserters. I've got 8 minutes left, roughly, to try and get 2 more assembly lines put together to start creation of robots. Yay. Should be able to make a roboport, shouldn't I? Roboport. Bugger! Bob's Mods! Curse you! Right. I was thinking even with material changes I should have access to roboports at this point. But I do not. It seems Bob Mods has changed the tech requirements for that as well. So that is going to be the next step before robots will actually become a useful thing for us. Flipping now. Oh well, I'm gonna get construction robots working. Well, building at least. So that's something. I'll be making construction bots, and I'll be making them on a scale I have not managed in any of my factories to this point. So that is still major achievement league thing. Still, I need to check this. Roboports. Robotics levels 2 gives me access to Mark II flying frames. That's not what I need. Modular roboports. Oh, here we go. We need this tech. Modular roboports. Which requires a bunch of electronic circuit board. Hang on, electronic circuit board. Please say no. Please say no. Please no. Electronic circuit boards. Curse you, Bob's Mods. Right. Seems there's going to be an extra step involved getting to that bit, but moving on as quickly as possible. For this first part, this is going to be a flying frame. It has 4 input parts, so 25 factories. Is that going to be enough? It needs 4 inputs, so it's going to be loading in one side, loading off the other. Put it there, yep. You guys are going to make for me frames. Yep, it's going to have to be... Wait, where are they? Here we go, frames. Right, make for me all the frames, if you please. I might not have enough factories, actually. 1, 2, 3. 4. Like that, yep. You guys are also going to be making frames. Then I'm going to drop power into it like this. Yep, and yep, right. Okay. Feed lines. This requires 4 inputs, so it's going to be following the usual pattern of having 2 input feeds down the center. Well, my usual pattern anyway. And it's going to have output feeds on the outer track, like this. just for space efficiency sake, you know. Then I'm going to merge them here, like that. Okay, that should be fine. Thank you, I have access to roboports now, which is going to be a flipping pain, unless I can make one immediately. Can I? I don't think I can because I don't have the parts. According to this, I don't have enough transistors. Oh, so right, I don't have automation on it, but I can still produce a whole bunch of them, provided I take the time to do so. So, let's very quickly get my first... Stop doing that. Roboports. Roboport. Build me a roboport. Yeah, I've got to make all the flipping circuits. Just as well. I don't need to actually make anything else right now. So, just split the steel line off there. Help I clicked on the right thing. There we go. Now then, it's got 2 input feeds, like so. So, it's going to have to be merging these 4 lines together. Like so. Yeah, there we go. And that'll do it. That should merge everything together in exactly the order I want it to go. Though admittedly this is a small-ish robot frame. It's not going to be operating at peak out. Well, it's going to operate at peak output. It's only going to make 1 every second. So it's not that spectacular, I suppose you could say. Let's go ahead and put the loaders in. Loaders, loaders, loaders. Yep. Loaders. Loaders. That's going to have to be slightly different because it's got a different layout, sure. Then just reverse it like so. Yeah, okay. That's it for that. Yellow's for the unloading because it's a slow manufacturing process, like that. Right, now I just need to drop the power poles into place and this will produce for me the frames I require. Yes, that should do it. Right, frame production started. And let's actually reverse the flow of this part here. So that I can actually double this up later. Right, pull that out here. Working! Hooray! It's going to take a while to produce the first one, so let's quickly move on to construction bots themselves, which should be just a simple matter of mating all these pieces together now. Oh, here we go. Yeah, flying frame, robot brain, robot tool. 3 parts. So that should be a simple matter of doing this. Then it's 1, 1, 1, 1. Another set there. Barely have enough. Right. And then you will make for me the bots. I'm going to have to set up automation for making everything for roboports to make expansion easier. Plus I'll need those electronic circuit boards they require. Because as you can see, those are going really slow to produce. So automating that, kind of an important thing. But for now, it's just going to be the same manner of here, like all the important stuff in the middle, outputs on the outside, alternate the inserters, so get it there, yep, that's fine, get it down here, yep, right. Any particular ratio you need on these things? 1, 1, 1, no ratio required, okay. Then let's merge the things together here. Right, that's the frames coming in, that's the tools coming in, and then this, yeah, 19 minutes now, well, probably about 18 actually, 19 and a half-ish, but yep, well on its way. Exactly the same production setup as I used for the frames, because this is my standard kind of layout for this kind of thing. And it's a flipping good one as well. But once I get these bots in the air, I should be able to automate doing this, so I don't have to do it by hand every single time. Is that all in place? Pretty much. All it needs is now is a conveyor line around the outside. Yep. Yep. That should do it. Ah, I finished the Roboport as well. Darn it, out of... Okay. Power. Flow. Robot. Yep, here come the robots. The robots are being built now. Excellent. I have done it. I have achieved a long-term goal. I have robots. Many robots. Bloody hell. Hang on, if we give this a minute or so, it'll actually outstrip the number of robots my previous bases had combined. Let's build up to 3 stacks. Let's actually increase the inserter loading because it needs it, yes. Put one there. Ah, the frames are slowing it down because they're only producing 1 every second. While this is identical production chain here, produces a bot every half second, so it's actually producing bots at twice the rate. And it's actually stored on batteries because of my oil production, so it's grinding to a halt already. Guess there's no need to worry about mass production of bots just yet, but I've already got over 80 of the things. Oh dear. But here we go. My first bots are in play. I better build my first Roboport and get my first bots in the air just to say that I truly have done it. My first Roboport is now in. It is now powered. It is... Come on. Yep, it is now lit up in all its glory. And now I shall give it to you with 89 construction bots. Wow. That is actually kind of satisfying. Oh wow. But yeah, that has been progress done. This has been Iron Mark III. Thank you for watching. And with this, as soon as I get my Roboport network established, I should be able to start expanding this factory much more smoothly. Though I still need to automate these flipping circuit boards, but at least I've got the robots out here now. So that's the start. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you some other time for some more Factorio. Come on, just get in there. There we go. Have you made any more? Another 7? Yeah. I need to update the production to support this kind of thing. Yeah. See you later. I'll have work for you guys soon, don't worry. Now, how the heck are these things modular? Robot charging points? What? Oh, logistic zone expander. Wait, does that affect construction zone though? Hang on. Sorry, I'm getting caught up in the moment, aren't I? Yeah. End of video. Be gone. Go away. Mush.